What's up, folks? Welcome to another episode of Smoke World. I'm your host, Stone, so go grab that stick, go grab a glass, whatever you're going to be drinking. Let's sit back and have a conversation. You can follow me on Instagram at SmokeWorld50. And we also have email, and I tell you this every time, SmokeWorld50@gmail.com. I have the pleasure to be doing this episode live from Lit Cigar Lounge located in Swedesboro, New Jersey. I'm sitting down with Artie, who's the manager who runs this lovely, great brothers and sisters of the lounge. How you feel, Artie? What's going on, brother?
I'm feeling great, Stone. How you doing?
Oh, man, I appreciate you sitting down with me, taking this opportunity.
I appreciate you coming in and spending time with me.
Yes, sir. We're going to go a little bit of background, Artie. Now, where you from, Artie?
I'm from Brooklyn, New York, baby.
Whoa. How'd you end up over here in Jersey, man?
That's a real...
You got a flat and got stuck?
yeah, I got off at exit 2 and said, oh, this is kind of nice. No, we were searching. I was a pharmacist up in New York, and I was retiring. I sold all the stores and the businesses that I had up there. And we just moved away, and we bought a condo down here, and that was that. And then I smoke cigars, so this was this is 5 minutes from where I live.
Wow, okay.
So I was coming in here, and they knew my background because everybody in here bullshits.
Gotcha.
Can I say bullshit?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. No FCC rules here.
So they heard my background, and the store had some issues, and I took care of them.
Okay. All right. So how long have you been down here in Jersey?
2.5 years.
Oh, 2.5 years. All right. So how long have you been managing the lounge?
2 years.
Wow. Okay.
It happened pretty quick.
How long have you been smoking cigars?
Like 35 years.
35 years. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
35 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Would you remember your first cigar?
We argue about this all the time, me and Corey, but I believe it was a Perdomo Habano, a bourbon barrel aged, but he says it didn't exist back then. So I know it was a Perdomo for sure.
Gotcha.
I think it was the bourbon barrel aged.
Okay. So you got a go-to smoke that you like to go to? Any particular thing that you
the best
snatch up on a regular basis?
Right. The one that I'll always reach for if I need some comfort cigars, that's my Liga 9.
Oh, you got big boy price. Okay, you got deep pockets. You did say he was a pharmacist, so that kind of explains it. Say no more. So let's get into a little bit of that. Okay, you say you did that for how many years?
40 years.
Wow, 40 years.
40 years.
Okay, did you ever think, doing that, and now you're sitting here managing a cigar lounge? How does that work?
Well, the biggest competition in the world is in New York. Well, anyway, it was till this crisis.
Right.
But so I knew retail. You had to know retail to survive, and they just they knew this when they asked me, and I said, I can take care of it for you.
Okay, that's good stuff here. Now, why don't you give the hours out, okay? Because I gave the Swedesboro location. We'll give them the exact location of where this lounge is located.
It's 617 Auburn Avenue, Swedesboro, New Jersey, 08085. The phone number is 856-214-3468. And the hours vary a little bit. On Mondays, they're usually about 9 to 8.
Okay.
Tuesday, 9 to 9. Wednesday through Saturday, 9 to 10. And Sundays, 9 to 8. Or 9 to 9, depending on what's going on.
Okay, now, do you have membership? You have lockers here?
You have lockers, you have
membership.
I believe that we are the most reasonably priced membership anywhere. It's $200 for the year.
Oh, wow.
And
Wow.
I'm going to give you a $50 lit card that you can use for cigars. So you're laying out $200, but you're only paying $150.
Oh, wow, that's bad.
And that gives you access, 10% off every cigar, 15% off the merchandise for a year.
Wow.
Lockers are extra. You can start with a $100 a year locker if you want.
Okay.
And they go up to $300 depending on the size if you want to leave your booze in there.
Gotcha.
Or you want to put some cigars in there and keep them so you don't have to buy every time you come in.
Okay. Now, do you offer the members who get lockers, is there a cigar of the month that comes with that?
There's a cigar of the week.
Oh.
We have events every week here. And at those events, we give free cigars. The reason I like to do so many events and so often is because I want people to try different types of cigars.
Gotcha.
I'm like the luckiest guy in the world. I try everything that comes in new. There are so many wholesalers and so many manufacturers that contact me now because I have a footprint on Instagram.
Gotcha.
And they want us to put it in there. And I'm very big on boutiques. So everybody's coming in here for me to try cigars.
Okay, great. All right, so hold on a second. I'm going to talk to your man, Corey, here. Now, Corey's He's like the AKA assistant manager behind the scenes. I think he's running the show. He knows some mafia guys, but we're going to talk to Corey for a quick minute. Corey, what's up, brother?
What's up, man? How you doing, man?
What's happening with you, man? Now, how long have you been coming here?
Oh, man. Well, I've been in Jersey for 4 years, so I've been coming here 3 years.
And where you from?
I'm from Philly.
Oh, you're a Philly guy like me.
Philly guy, man.
Hold on.
Philly,
I like
dude,
you a little bit.
right?
All right. Where at from Philly?
I don't want to get that. I don't want to get that kind of detail, man. That's a little too much information right now for the world.
West Philly, South Philly, West Oak Lane, Mount Airy, Germantown.
You're getting too precise, man.
Whoa, now listen, folks. Now I'm thinking maybe he's not from Philly. He might be from Reading or something like that, saying he's from Philly. Or he might be from Downtown. We don't know. Corey might not know what to say correctly here, so we're going to let him slide on that end. But, okay, so you down here in Jersey with the high property taxes. I'm sorry to hear that. But
Ridiculous.
you need to come on down to the other side called Delaware. There's a little square down there, but guess what? The property taxes.
I used to live in Delaware.
Oh, you used to live down there. So you must have got a flat here on the turnpike and got stuck and said, look, you know what, babe? Let's just make it and stay right here and become residents.
That's how these things happen.
All right, so you've been coming here, you say 4 years now?
3 years.
3 years.
I've been here for 4. Came in.
Okay, so how's your experience here?
Different. Different from Philadelphia.
Well, absolutely.
Right.
Or
So,
Downtown or Reading.
Right.
Springfield. something
Westchester.
Like that. Well, you're right. There you go.
Right.
Whoa. Folks, did you just hear him? He just told all the secrets, Westchester. We don't call that Philly. But that's so cool. That's cool. That's fine. All right, so you're from Westchester via Sea Line Avenue. Oh, man. Okay, so you've been coming here for 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years.
Are you a member?
Yes.
Okay. So what are the things that you let folks know about the lounge?
Well, you know what, man? Listen, good place to come, hang out, play some pool, watch some movies, have some
watch
good
movies,
conversations.
man? What kind of movies?
Yeah, man. Listen,
Triple X? What?
everything.
Talk to me. You know,
I don't know. You know what? Listen, there's a lot of
It's
people
okay,
here after
it's okay.
hours.
There's
I don't
no
know what they
FCC rules
into.
here.
But we watch a lot of Netflix, like some of the series that have been on.
Okay.
Billions, Power.
Oh, okay.
What's the movie we watched today? Not 1917.
It was Angels.
It was a
and,
war movie.
Yeah, Angels and.
Demons? That one?
We watched so many movies in here. I can't remember the freaking names anymore.
So many movies.
I'll tell you what's going on.
So many.
Getting old.
Yeah.
That's what happened. You get old, you can't remember anything.
That's true.
Smoking these cigars, and smoking in your mind. You just can't think straight. All right, so I'm going to walk around, if you don't mind,
No, go right ahead.
to come back to Artie, and we'll talk to some of the brothers of the Leaf. Yeah. They're sitting here. Well, I got one sitting right behind me. No, buddy. Okay. Okay, well, he doesn't wish to speak. How you doing, sir? We're doing an episode of Smoke World, and you wouldn't mind saying your name and where you
My
from?
name's Steve. I'm from Deptford, and I've been here for about 2 years.
Okay, so you're a member too?
Yes.
Great.
Yeah.
So what would you tell the folks who's listening, what's your experience been with the lounge? What can you tell them?
First time you come, well, I'm usually here with my wife. She's usually here with me.
Does your wife smoke cigars?
Yes, and she's a member also, and she's usually here. You come here for the cigars, but then afterwards you meet Artie. You know Artie, and then you come back because of the people.
That's what it's all about, the
You know,
experience.
right.
Like I said, that's what I love about the cigar.
Yeah.
It brings everybody together. How you doing, sir? Would you like to say your name and where you from?
I'm Andy. I live just a mile down the street in Woolwich. One thing you should know about the club that's pretty cool is we've actually done some travel. So the first place we went was to Honduras. We went to Rocky Patel's place, stayed 5 days. We did a trip to Cuba, 13 of us. And then last March we went to the Dominican, to Francisco Almonte's place for DBL.
Some fringe benefits to becoming a member here.
You
You get
learn a lot about cigars, and you know, you actually go there and see how tobacco is cured and stuff. It's wonderful.
Okay, so that's the thing. Since I've been doing this podcast, I think I'm learning more about cigars than ever in my life. I learn more about things. I'm like, I don't think I know that much once I talk to a lot of folks. But thank you, sir.
Quite welcome.
All right, here's another gentleman. How you doing, sir? All right, what's your name?
Tim, great to be on Smoke World.
Well, that's what's up, brother. Now, where you from, Tim?
I live right around here in Woolwich as well, sir.
Okay, are you a member?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what's been your experience? What can you tell the folks that's listening?
I tell you what, this lounge is by far the best lounge, and I've been to very, very few lounges.
Okay.
So,
Well, that's good. That's good to know. That's good to know.
That's called giving with one hand and taking
Yes,
with the other.
yes. Are we going back? Well, here's another gentleman here. He's got the poo stick in his hand. He's a poo shark. He looks like a poo shark. How you doing, sir? Would you like to say your name?
I'm good. My name's Joe.
All right, Joe. You a member here, Joe? Sometimes you kind of like
An associated member, but they treat me like family.
All right, that's what's up. Good stuff. So you enjoy coming to the lounge. What are some of the things that you enjoy about coming to the lounge?
I like just to break away from everybody, hang out with the guys, shoot some pool, watch some.
Are you any
games.
good at pool?
It depends
Are
on
you
who
a
you
pool
ask.
shark?
Depends on who you ask.
Are you one of them guys start off with a quarter and then work your way up to $10 a ball? I know about you guys. All right, thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it. We're going to go back over to Artie. He's over here chilling, relaxing. He's going back and forth, taking care of the customers. He's doing dual duties tonight. I'm beating him up a little bit. So, Artie, what else you want to tell us about, what's going on here, or maybe just, a little bit of background? Like you say, from New York.
Yeah.
You grew up in New York. You say Brooklyn?
Born and raised.
Really? Interesting. So, what's the difference? I mean, this is a little different. This is Jersey. It's not North Jersey. New York, to me, New York people got a little swag to them. So, did you make any major adjustments by, coming to Jersey? Was there
I
anything?
think I was, after all the years I was up there and, being in the grind every day, I think this was really something that I really
you need
needed.
to slow down?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the biggest. The one thing I miss about New York is the food. Sorry, South Jersey, but
Oh, no, that's real
yeah,
talk.
yeah, it's real talk. And there's some good places down here. My favorite is Classy Cow, but and they make really good food. But there's in New York, you have to try hard to go out of business in a restaurant up there. I'm talking pre-COVID here.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So it's just there's such competition to make good food that you're a win-win wherever you go.
Okay,
up there.
gotcha. Now, I'm glad you mentioned COVID.
Yeah.
Now, since the pandemic, what have been, some of your experiences based on some of the things been going on? Has that slowed you down? Obviously, with a lot of businesses was closed for a little while. How did that impact, your particular lounge here?
Well, when we first had to close, it was kind of grim.
Absolutely.
We were on a scale upwards in sales because I was bringing in more cigars and doing what I do.
Gotcha.
And events and everything. So it was kind of difficult in the beginning. The first 30 days was pretty
Okay.
good. But then I started doing what the restaurants were doing, takeout. I was doing curbside. Right.
Gotcha.
And the curbside started working, and then all of a sudden we had a curbside business. And for me, that's not the optimum way to run it because when you come in here, you see how gorgeous it is out there,
Yes, I
and
do.
all the gigantic selection of cigars.
Yes.
So if you can't see it, you're not going to say, "Oh, I wonder what's this like?" And then you can ask me. We can talk about it. When you're in your car, you're going to order your comfort cigar, though I call them comfort cigars. You'd order your cigar, and then you're done. So I can't get those excess sales. So it was rough, but we made it through. And then on June 15th, we were allowed to open the front.
Okay.
And I tell you, it's and I'm grateful. It started rocking,
Good.
and so I kept on moving forward as if there was no COVID. I kept on ordering more and more cigars and expanding the lines, and before you know it, we're doing very well.
Oh, beautiful. Now, do you have an online presence? Now,
No,
Okay.
yeah.
Now
And
you
the
mentioned
yeah.
some stuff on social media. Once you give out, if folks want to follow you,
Yeah.
once you give that information out.
So you want to go to Instagram, and it's the Lit Cigar Lounge in Kings Club, and you'll see a Lit Lit, and it'll be like a red picture of Lit, and the
Okay.
smoke coming up above it. And if you follow me, you'll see all the crazy antics.
I've seen some of those videos.
Yeah,
Very
So
good.
they're
Very entertaining.
Yeah, they're very entertaining, and the best thing about it is you can follow what I'm doing, and then if you, like for instance, this Thursday, the first time ever, we're having a Toro Fuente event and a Diamond Crown event. This is the first time ever.
Okay, let folks know that. Okay, folks, you listening? Tell them again, Artie.
So it's Arturo Fuente and Diamond Crown Thursday 5 to 9.
This Thursday.
This
Is that
this
third?
Thursday,
September 3rd. Okay.
Yeah, September 3rd.
5 p.m.
5 to 9, and you're going to get specials and deals, and I'm going to have giveaways and things like that, and that's how we rock on these events.
Gotcha.
And if you've never tried a Fuente, this is your opportunity.
Gotcha. Okay, that's great stuff, man. I'm really appreciating you sitting down talking to me, man. Like I said, you're sharing a lot of knowledge with me here on what's going on here at Lit Cigar Lounge. Again, folks, if you're listening, it's a great lounge, great atmosphere, great group of individuals, brothers and sisters of the leaf enjoying the smoke. This is one of the things that we always talk about when we smoke cigars. It brings all folks together no matter what part of life you come from.
That's right.
This one thing that we have in common is the cigar.
That's right, and also it doesn't matter what your net worth is or what your income
No.
is. When everybody sits around the couches and they just start bullshitting around,
Exactly.
everybody is the same, and I love
Yes,
it. And
that's
I get
why I love
right
it.
in the mix with it because this is my lounge.
Like they told me he's a troublemaker, Artie. Is that true? I mean,
Yeah,
a little bit.
A little bit.
Hey, folks, now if you see Artie, when you go to see his face, when you go to Instagram, you tell me if he looks like a troublemaker. I think he's like a nice guy. You know,
I'm a nice guy, but I can make
he's
some
from New York.
trouble.
I remember where he's from.
Yeah,
he got a little background. He might, pull his knife out one day.
The streets.
The streets. Yeah, you got some stories. Go ahead, Artie. Tell a story. It's okay. This makes it entertaining.
You sure?
Absolutely.
All right, I'll just tell you quick, and that comes to my mind right away. So my brother is about 5 years younger than me, and he was a short, chubby kid. And so he took a lot of heat because he was, like, fat, So one time we were walking through the mall.
Right.
Kings Plaza in Brooklyn. If you're out there, Kings Plaza. So, like 6 or 7 guys started fooling with him. And he was actually behind me, going slow, licking his ice cream cone. And I was in the front. And I heard a little bit of a commotion. So I turned around, and there they were,
Jumping your brother.
Well, they didn't jump him, but they were messing with him.
Oh, they were
they were.
Like
if you
fat
let
kid
that,
love cake,
right?
and all that.
If you love and he's licking his ice cream, I figured,
stereotype
right.
fat kid with an ice cream cone.
Exactly. So I said to myself, if I let this go any longer, this is going to get bad. So I just went over there and I picked the biggest one. You see, when you come from the city, you don't fight the little guy because then you got to fight everybody.
So you get to that point,
So
like the kung fu movies.
Right. So you just pick the biggest guy. So I said, the business guy, you know who you're talking to here? No. I said, you guys, you done? So they walked away. But I didn't really think they were going to walk away. It's just that instinct that you get from. So we go around, we turn a corner. I throw him into a store in the corner, and sure enough, around they come. So I went out there and I took care of business.
Okay, so you handled some business.
Let's just handle a little business. And
now, is your brother? You mean he's still here?
he was still licking his ice cream while I was kicking ass and taking names.
So you was entertainment for him?
I was entertainment for him. And then we just left, and they were still licking their wounds, so they weren't following.
So let me ask you another question. Were the kids from the neighborhood or somebody you never seen before?
I have no idea. Never seen him before.
Wow. See, that's the experience of New York. See, when you live in a city like that, you can run into anybody.
The next time that they met somebody that was short and fat licking an ice cream cone, they'll leave him alone.
They thought twice.
They'll think twice.
They'll think twice. Like, you know what? This guy might have a brother that can maybe punch us in the mouth.
And he may be right in front of him, and you don't know it. So that's just one little story.
Good stuff, brother.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, these other folks are sitting around looking at us, blowing smoke.
Yeah, Will is here. Where'd Will go?
Yeah, Will go.
Is he on the phone?
Yeah, folks are getting a little shy when you pull out the microphone. I don't know no reason to do that. We got one guy really shy. He's over here sipping and puffing. I ain't gonna mention his name.
Why you gotta call out people?
Yeah, we know this guy though.
Why you gotta call out people, man?
He from that familiar neighborhood. Smoke World.
What neighborhood is that?
Hey, buddy, where you from?
Where I'm from?
Where you from is where you at?
You got it. You know I'm from TF.
Oh, it's a TF guy.
That's
Whoa.
a TF guy. My brother Smokes here.
Oh, we got a guy who knows the governor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
We all know the governor.
Yeah, what's your experience been with the governor? Speaking of the governor.
Oh, the governor's a great guy. We know not to pick
Hold on.
with him.
Okay, hold on, folks. Now, he said that just a little too fast, folks. He's a great guy. Can you expand a little bit on that? He's a great guy. What do you mean by that? Is he very friendly, very warm? Is he welcoming?
He's friendly, welcoming,
Opinionated?
willing to educate you on what's going out there in the world. You know, he doesn't want to report on things, but he will let you know certain things that's happening.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, sounds like you're kind of covering up a little bit, but that's fine. All right, I got another brother who just pulled up to us. What's your name, sir? How you doing?
Hey, good. How are you doing? My name is Will.
What's up, Will? How you feel? Where you from, Will?
I'm originally from North Carolina, but I live here in Jersey.
North Kakalaki, man. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
How long you been in Jersey?
7 years.
Okay. Now, how'd you find Jersey from North Kakalaki? Again, you got a flat. Another person got a flat on 95.
It's a long story, but long story short, I was told it's a good place to move to if you're trying to start your life.
Okay.
They didn't mention the taxes in the brochure.
Oh, they forgot that part.
But,
That's great. Yeah.
It's been good to me. I mean, I have my wife and kids now, so
beautiful.
It's been good.
Okay. Are you a member here?
I am a member here.
Okay. How long have you been a member?
I've been a member here for 3-4 months, maybe.
Okay. So, what's been your experience with coming to Lit Cigar Lounge here?
Well, it's been, simplest way I can put it is family. Like, I felt welcome from the first time I ever came, as far as the curbside and things like that, because as you know, COVID was going on. It was hard to meet, but then when you can finally have a limited number of people together, I got to see a few of the people who were in the lounge, and it's been nothing but family. Like, just Artie's nice and generous. Everyone is generous. They tell you about different cigars. They go a step above and actually
I'm
give you
jump in here,
cigars.
'cause I want to tell you something about this man, Will.
Oh, here we
You
go.
gonna bust his bubble? Go ahead.
I'm not going to bust your bubble. I'm going to tell you something. This is the kind of people that come in here. So a woman walked in. Now, we don't get that many women.
Okay, you've been holding out, Artie. Where's
Yeah.
the women
No,
at? You didn't show me. Now,
Well,
folks,
she-
listen. Hold on. I know Artie's from New York. He just says a woman came in. He kept it to
But
himself.
she was in distress.
Oh.
She had a flat tire, and she didn't know what to do.
Don't let her move here. That's how people get up moving to New Jersey, get that flat tire next to their residence. Yo, I know that trick, man. I think you guys are putting nails on highways in New Jersey.
Well, this gentleman and his friend Mario.
Right.
See how I got Mario in there too,
I
right?
see that.
Will and Mario went out, walked down the street to True Value to change this woman's tire.
Wow.
For nothing. And it was 95. It was during that heat wave. It was like
wow.
95, 96
But
degrees.
now here's the thing, Artie. I got to ask this
That's
question.
new for you.
I might be wrong for asking this question. I want my audience to be mad at me. How did the young lady look? Was she?
It wasn't anything. But let me tell you
Whoa,
what.
Artie, be careful now.
But listen,
Artie said that,
she
not
was
me.
she was a very nice lady.
Okay.
And she needed help, and they helped her. But now look, she came back later that evening
Right.
and gave them some presents. I'm not talking about money.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Because
Well,
that's
be careful, Will's
when
married.
you pay it forward. When you pay it forward like that, you get your blessings back.
Okay, so Will got repaid in some
Alcohol,
type of payment.
that type of thing. you know.
Gotcha. Okay,
So-
you got a nice little bottle.
Yeah.
Oh, that was nice.
So, and she didn't have to. She was
No,
already
she
gone,
didn't.
but she drove all the way back
See that?
Yeah.
to thank
She
them.
really appreciated
and
that.
that's the type of people that come into Lit.
That's
I
what
think
they
that's
do.
That is what noobs do.
okay. I mean, noops. With that a newbie.
Kappa Alpha Psi. Phi
Whoa,
Sigma Phi.
okay, whoa. So now they trying to throw some other sign languages out here. Had the Masons on. Now we got the other fraternity.
You still got the Masons on now.
Okay.
Yeah, you
I got
still.
traveling
Yeah,
men here.
I'm definitely a travel man as well. So
Oh, okay. So you're a fraternity guy. What colleges go to?
I went to North Carolina A&T.
Okay, what'd you major in?
I majored in literature and education.
Literature and education.
Yes.
Oh man. All right. Okay, so that's why both of y'all got glasses on. That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, you guys are kind of. Don't ask me to spell nothing around here because you know my spelling ain't the greatest right now. But okay. Are you working in that field now?
Indirectly, I'm working in brand marketing. It's actually something I started in college, and it just kind of grew from there. So
What are you marketing? Or
mostly for companies, helping them reestablish or redefine their brand. Or if they're startup companies, we actually do a few of those where we give them the whole total package, as I call it. So
Okay.
we help them really take their vision and whatever it is and put it into something solid and marketable, targeting
Is
their
this your
audience.
company?
Oh yeah, me and my fraternity brothers started it together, but then we merged with another company. So we still have our own separate fraction
Would
of
you like
it.
to share that information with the
Oh,
listeners?
sure. Absolutely.
They
It's
can
called-
find you if they're interested in brand
Absolute-
marketing.
Absolutely. My name is Will Lemuel. If you want to find us, you can find us on launchconsulting.com. Also, you can find us at glenchase.com. Launch Consulting is the main website, so if you go there, it's direct avenue to me.
Okay, good stuff. Now, there's another brother over here who was mentioning as soon as we said something about fraternities, his eyes lit up. Sir, how about you? What school did you go to, sir?
I went to many schools.
Oh, I bet you did.
I'm very
School of Hard
educated.
Knocks.
Hard
Up in the
knocks.
streets.
How'd you
Where
get?
Brooklyn at?
Where Camden at? I went to, when I went, it was called Stockton State College. Right now, it's called Stockton University.
Okay. You pledged that? What you pledged?
Yes. How'd you get me on the mic?
Hey, brother, I mean, it's brotherly love, man. You know, I love you
Brother,
too much
love.
to leave you out.
I love you too, Stone.
But you can't just like
I
hide
love
in the
you
corner
too, Stone.
all day.
Oh, you know that's what I do.
Listen, you my
I'm the
security.
troublemaker that sits in the corner.
He is definitely that. He is definitely that. We ain't gonna
But
lie
this
about
is
that.
come on, the brother that you need to talk to is sneaking past right
Yeah,
now.
there's a guy behind me, folks. He's trying to walk past. Hey, sir, how you doing, sir? We're doing a live episode of Smoke World here, and we're just talking to some of the patrons. Ask them, your name, where you're from, and if you're a member, what you enjoy about the lounge and things like that. So, if you wouldn't mind, would you like to talk to us real quick? All right, sir. What's your name?
My name is Leroy Baylor.
Where you from, Leroy?
I'm from Camden, New Jersey.
Camden. Okay, another Jersey guy.
Yes,
Born
sir.
and raised.
Born and raised.
Okay, well,
My
this guy
brother.
can't get no flack. So cool. His mom said, "Look, we're gonna stay right here."
Yes,
That's
sir.
what's up. Okay, so you're a member here?
Yes, sir.
How long have you been a member? 2 years.
Almost 2 years. Yeah.
Okay, so how has your experience been? Coming to the lounge.
It's been great, man.
Great.
You know, it's You know, it's a true man cave smoker cigar lounge. You know,
Yes,
it's just where brothers from a wide variety, a wide walk of life. We just kind of hang here and we got something in common and smoking cigars, and you know, we sit
back and
around,
relax.
do what we do.
Yes, sir. For those who are, obviously this is audio, not video, I'll give you a little brief description of what I can see. You come in the lounge, they have a pool table, several big screen TVs, flash screens on the wall, nice bar set up here, lockers, nice little kitchen area where you can actually keep your beverages cold and things of that nature. So, again, I'm going to go back to Corey. We got cut off because Corey, you know, he got cut off on Artie. This is the guy from Philly, a.k.a. of by way of Westchester. We're going to get back to my man Corey. Corey,
This is Tommy.
oh, Tommy, from the fifth floor.
Let's get it right.
All right.
Tommy don't got a job.
Now, I mean, you ready to be truthful now, Corey? And you from Westchester, not Philly, but that's cool. We still love you the same. I know he's talking bad about my brother's drink here. We're drinking.
No, don't say it. Don't say it out loud.
Yeah, we're gonna say it. It's a Stony Special because folks who know me know I'm kind of, I ain't gonna say cheap, but you know I'm watching my wallet. So we got some Old Camp whiskey, rye whiskey. Please don't let me down. But mentioning this, Corey said he ain't like this. Corey, what's your normal go-to? Are you a bourbon guy, Scotch guy? Any particular? What's your go-to?
You know what? I really like Weller's. Like Weller's.
Okay.
And he brought in, what was it, Uncle Nearest?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was really good. I really enjoyed that. I really
That was your
did
first
enjoy
time
that.
having that?
Yeah.
That's a hell of a story that goes with that too. I love that.
Yeah,
Okay.
it does.
Yes.
But most of the time, I go with rum.
Oh, you're a rum guy.
Yeah. Diplomatico. Diplomatico, Barbancourt, which is a Haitian rum.
Okay.
Zacapa, Zaya. Those are my go-to
Now,
rums.
do you mix your rum with anything or just
Straight.
neat?
Straight.
Okay.
Straight. In a snifter.
Gotcha. All right, that's what's up. Good stuff, bro. Good stuff. All right, folks. Well, look, you know, I appreciate everybody. I'm going to see if anybody got anything else. Anybody want to add anything before we close it out? Anybody want to say anything else? Walk around. Artie, you mean let Artie close it out for us? Artie's doing like 20 things. He got 20 jobs over here. You know, that's what Artie does.
Well, I do a lot of things, but my first and primary mission is to make you happy, get the cigars you want at the price you're looking for, and come on in and you can hang out with us. We're a great bunch of people, and you can just lay back and enjoy yourself.
Well, Artie, look, I appreciate you taking the time to sit down with us and talk to us and the whole group. Folks, I appreciate you being a guest on Smoke World. Look, we'll talk to you later, folks. We thank you. We at Lit Cigar Lounge. Again, it's in Swedesboro, New Jersey. Come check them out. Great group of individuals here, the brothers and sisters of the Leaf. You enjoy yourself. I guarantee it. Thanks for listening.